WhereScape 3D, fantastic data modeling tool, but how do you customize your own workflows? Let's find out.
First of all, ensure that you have advanced functionality enabled. Second, go into Tools, Manage Workflows, start to add buttons by clicking on the configuration, and then adding a new button. In here, you can give it description, pick your image, and then you can set a type. There are 3 types of buttons: model conversion rules, scripts, and a standard default WhereScape function. When you pick the WhereScape function, you'll be able to select from any of the existing buttons. When you select the script, you can pick any of the template scripts that you've configured, and if you pick model conversion rules, you can add in model conversion rules. Click on display to add the new button to your workflow. Click on apply and OK. Once you've configured that, set that workflow to one of the categories. Right mouse button on the category, go into settings, under the workflow, pick custom workflow. Click on apply, OK. To see the workflow, navigate into a model version and you'll see your workflow. How do you build your own reports? Let's find out. Go to Reports and Manage Custom Reports. In here, add in a custom report per repository. Whenever you build a new report, you get a sample SQL. The way this works is the query will return all of the data based on tags for category, source, and model version. So anytime this report is run, you have to run it against a model version. To do that, click on Preview, expand out to one of the models, and select a model version. For every model version you select, you get the results, so be careful to include the columns to ensure that you know where the data is coming from. This report can be used and run at any time. Once we have this configured, we can click on apply. To activate this report, go down to reports, to our repository, and inside there you'll be able to select the report. You can export the report by clicking this button here, and it will export the data to a CSV. This is a fantastic tool and can be used to create tests and balances over your data models and designs. How can you import models from other repositories? First of all, you need to create an export file from your existing repository. Simply navigate to the model and the model version that you wish to export. Right mouse button, click on Export and select Export to 3D XML. Give the file a name, then navigate to the repository that you want to import the design, and we have to create a model version for it to be imported to. So right mouse button on the category, click on Add. Each category have got slightly different settings, so you may see something different to what's on screen. You right mouse button on the model version, go down to import, and then click on from external format. Select the file that you exported earlier and then click on open. You can overwrite these settings. Once the model's been imported, click on display. Once you click on display, you can see all of the design settings that you brought in from your previous version. Simple. Did you know you can customize the user experience to enable developers to navigate the data design and be more efficient in their day-to-day job? Let's find out how we do that. Ensure that you have the advanced functionality set. You can right mouse button on any of the categories and go into Settings, Advanced Settings. You can see all of the icons within the general settings. To change these icons, you simply click on the category icon that you wish to change, select a different icon from the pre-existing images and click on OK. That will then change the icon that will be displayed at the category level. To change something at the object level, click on the object icon. This time we could upload a different image that we've got from another place, and then click on Apply to make the changes. Back in our repository browser, you'll now see that all of our icons have changed. So models have been changed to use the hub icon, Data Vault design category has been changed to use the database key icon. You can change all of the icons within your repository to reflect your workflow and help developers navigate to the right area of your design. Did you know you can customize that functionality to give yourself some bespoke rules and help you model the data to exactly your own specification? Let's find out how you can do that. To make sure that you've switched on the advanced functionality, you'll be able to right mouse button on any of the categories, go down to Settings and click on Advanced Settings. Click on Import. You'll be able to see all of the rules that will apply to any model that's created. We've got 3 model rules. Now to change these model conversion rules, we simply find one of our rules and we can add things over. So that nvarchar max rule is now being applied and will run on top of the model after the other automation steps. And I can reorder these. It's completely at my discretion how I want them to impact my data model. So now I'll click on Apply. I can jump back to one of my existing designs and generate a business vault. The model conversion rule has now been configured and added into a Data Vault design steps. Now we can test to see if the rules work. So inside of my satellite for project, you can see the name and the code have been set to nvarchar 4000. And if I go back to my previous design and look at the project code and name, nvarchar doesn't have a data length. So my new model conversion rule has been applied to my design, correcting any mistakes from the previous step. When you're modeling data, it's really important to be able to visualize those tables and relationships within your data model to ensure that you have built the most efficient design. You can apply standard design layout and you can snap back and customize your own designs. Let's find out how. Navigate to Sales 123, right mouse button on that model version and click on display. Now we have the data model visualization. We can use the pencil icon to find all the standard layouts. Each time we change the layout, you'll be prompted to confirm that you wish to change the existing layout. You also have the ability to redesign and customize the layout if you want something more bespoke. The other thing you can do is you can utilize layouts of other models and apply that layout to this model. So for instance, I have a separate layout on the design 456. I can now come to my 123 design and click on reuse layout from other design. I can now pick up the design from 456 and click on apply, and it will apply it to my current design. Any good data modeler will understand the profile of their data. Let's see how WhereScape 3D can help you do this. Jump into one of your data models in the source category. From here, select the profile data button in the workflow. Select quick, full or custom. You can then pick the type of profiling you're going to do. Select the type of profiling you're going to do at entity level, attribute level, or in relationships. From here, you can then include or exclude tables and then manually fine tune. You can then include or exclude columns and then manually fine tune. And once you're happy, you click on profile. Once the data profiling has been complete, open up the design, look at the profiling results by right mouse button on the table and look at it as a graph or a table. You can select from the top corner all of the profiling that you've conducted, create documentation that will generate the data profiling and push it out into Word. In this documentation, you'll be able to look at every table and all of the columns and metrics applied and understand your data profiling.